Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to another video, Resurrect Autos HQ. Guys, today we're working on the Fiesta that I picked up yesterday, and that's the 1 litre non-Ecoboost. So I had a couple of messages and a few comments telling me, letting me know that it wasn't the Ecoboost, it's just the 1 litre, which I didn't realise they'd done that sort of car. I thought they all was 1 litre Ecoboost. So you live and learn, and you learn every day. So I've learned something else. So yeah, thanks for that. But that's what those when people drop me a comment and leave a comment on the videos, that's what helps, you know, it all out, because that's another thing that I've learned and I didn't realise. I knew that the 1 litre Ecoboost, or the 1 litres, they have the belts that run into the oil, so I knew about all that kind of side of it, but I didn't know that they just done a 1 litre and then a 1 litre Ecoboost. So there we go. So yeah, so that, as I said, that's what those comments, you know, you guys, that's what the comments are all about, is that, you know, you're helping me learn, and we're learning together. You know, you learn something off me, I'll learn something off you, and that's what it's all about, guys. That's, you know, that's can't ask for much more than that. So yeah, thanks for that. So that's the car we're going to be working on, the black one. I'm going to swap it over. I'm going to take this one out, and then I'm going to bring the black one in, and then I'm just going to literally take it, tear it apart, and yeah, you know, that's kind of it really. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the videos. Really do appreciate if you could just push it along a little bit and just sort of help. It will help the growth of the channel, and it will help, you know, it all come along. And I am actually looking at other cars today as well. So, God, it just keeps going, but it's got to keep going, you know. It's just got to keep rolling. But I'm enjoying it. So, yeah, let's do it, guys. Let's just get into it, and yeah, let's have a look at this. This Fiesta we got. So let's do this. Right. So here we go. She's in, and yeah, we're going to start the tear down now. I'm going to do the whole front end, get that bumper off. The slam panel is changing. We've got to sort the lights out, and yeah, we've got to do all that good stuff. But I am going to do a good service on this, oil change. I want to drop that sump as well underneath, and because I want to check that oil pickup on the pump, because I've heard some sort of stories about it getting blocked and it's starving the engine from the actual oil. So I want to make sure that is completely clear, and I'll show you all that. Do you know what I mean? So that obviously it's just peace of mind going forward for the new owner that this is going to be, you know, a bang-on car. So yeah, that's where we are, guys. So and obviously I want to look at this complete side as well. Probably going to change the wing. I might have to change these doors if I can find these doors in the right colour and the spec and all that, because it's a Zetec, it's got the chrome bits and all that, which I think most Fiestas now come with those chrome bits anyway. So if I can find the doors, then I'm going to go for it and then just swap the doors over, because it just saves on the paint. You know, the guy's going to charge me, I don't know, but I think it's going to be a lot cheaper changing panels and changing doors than it is going to be sort of running to the paint shop. I think I've still got to get it over to the paint shop, because that quarter, not unless I can buff it out. I'll have a look. If I can buff it out, then great. If not, it'll have to go to the paint shop. But yeah, that's the plan anyway, guys. So yeah, let me just let me set you up, and we'll go for it. But it's yeah, it's a really nice car. So, and it's like it's free road tax. Like this car is free road tax. It's so cheap to run, insure, and keep and own. It's incredible. So yeah, I'll set you up, guys, and we'll jump into it, and let's do it. Let's do this. Right, okay, so that's the front end off. Bumper lights and the bonnet. And do you know what? This hasn't been touched. This actual crash bar hasn't been touched. The legs haven't been touched. It looks like the radiator and the aircon is in good condition. That hasn't been touched. So, I mean, like damaged. Obviously, this bottom tray has been damaged under here. And there's some mud over there, and there's mud all underneath that there. So you see that? So it's very likely that this is been in a ditch or been in some sort of verge side of a road, and it's just sort of that's where the damage has happened. Obviously, that this side is absolutely fine. Like none of that's been touched, and it's just this side that's been touched. So it looks like, you know, it's been hit this side, or something's happened this side, and then it's gone into a ditch. As you can see, the mud all over the caliper, all up there. So I'll have to have a real good clean up, get it all off, and then just have a look to see what assess the damage, to see if there's anything else that needs to be changed and that kind of thing. So yeah, there you go. But at least the front end is solid. Like it's a category N, so non-structural. So the chassis legs hasn't been damaged or touched or bent, nothing like that. So it is just a case of getting this slam panel, crash bar, rad pack, get all that off, and I'll swap it over. So I will take the actual slam panel and swap that over, but probably keep the rad pack and the air conditioning unit. I'll probably keep that and replace it back into the new slam panel, if it makes sense. So, because I've got a slam panel over there on the one that was on for this. So there's one over there, just over there in that corner. I'll use that and just use the actual slam panel and then just replace it for this one. So I'm going to get this front end off here now. But before I do that, I need to get rid of the actual aircon, because I'm assuming, I haven't tested it inside, but I'm assuming there's some air conditioning left in this system. So I need to go and get the machine off the guy mechanic at the end. Let's go and get the machine. Let's set that up. Let's pull the aircon out, and then I can remove all this. And whilst I'll go and see him, actually, let me just pull the pipe for the actual coolant, because again, the coolant system is full up and there's no leaks. So yeah, I'm going to crack on, guys. I'll pull that pipe, let that drain, go and get the machine, and then we'll just move on, get this front end off, and then once that's front end off, then we can attack the engine, oil, and all that good stuff with the service. But yeah, and then going to take the wing off. Let's get that off, and then I'll look into the doors a little bit later. So yes, let's crack on. I'll set you up, guys. Let's do this. go. That is the front end off. Yep, good access now to doing the service. Gonna do this belt, guys, because it's just, yeah, the belt has got to come off to get to the sump and the bolts and stuff like that. So whilst you're taking it off, you might as well change it as a part of the service. So yeah, we'll take this belt off. You can see that there's a tensioner just here. Looks like a Torx bit in the center, just there. That's the tensioner. So it looks like you just move that, and then that will untension the belt, take the belt off, and then I'll change it over later when I get the service kit. I'm going to get the service kit direct from Ford's. It's just, yeah, it just feels like it's the best thing to do, because you've got to get this, you've got to get the absolute correct oil and all the rest of it. And for me, it's just, yeah, I might as well go to Ford's and get it. So I'll let you know what they charge for the service kit, and yeah, we'll go from there. But hopefully it's not, I think it's going to be sort of on par with any other place like Euros or any place like that. I think they're going to be close anyway. So yeah, it's a no-brainer really, but I'll get it done. So there you go. I'll set you up. We'll carry on. I think this air conditioning compressor has to come off. This is crazy. Yeah, the bolts are right behind. That's the sump there. That's the sump there. And there's bolts behind this compressor. So to get this sump off, you're gonna have to get this compressor off. But guys, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it, 100%. Whilst I've got all this front end off, and I want to see that pickup pipe in that sump on the pump and on the pickup pipe. I want to see it. I want to see it clean. If it ain't clean, I'm going to clean it, and then I know for a fact that it's been cleaned by me, and yeah, there's going to be no issues going forward. Because that's one of the reasons why these engines do go, is because of that pickup pipe. So there we go. I'll set you up, guys. We'll carry on. Let's get this done. Let's get this belt off, and then start getting this compressor off and that sort of stuff. So yeah, let's do this. So there we go, that is off. So there's the sump itself. And yeah, we've got to clean off all this gasket and stuff and get all this mastic and that off all around. And then we'll redo it, put some new stuff up. But yeah, the whole point of this really was to see if this pickup was blocked, and I'll quickly just show you that now. Get underneath there. So yeah, you can just see it there. Let me get, hold on. Trying to get a bit of light so you can see. There you go, look. So that's completely clear. Yeah, no blockage whatsoever. There's nothing up there. So that is really good news. That is what I wanted to see, really. Yeah, so that's really good news, guys. Oh, get back up. Yeah, like I said, yeah, that's that's fantastic news. A bit of work to get to it. It was, but I wanted to make sure that that was clear, because yeah, it's quite a common fault and a common problem with these engines is that pickup pipe there. And you can see that the belt for the timing belt is actually sitting in the oil. You can see that it runs down, up, so that sits in the actual sump. So there's oil, yeah, so there's oil in the actual belt itself, which is what they've done. So there you go. Okay, cool. So now it's just a case of just cleaning up and then reinstalling it with some gasket. I've got some high temperature gasket stuff. You got it on like a tube here. So that's what you're supposed to use. So that's what I'll use, because there's not actual gasket. You have to use this stuff. Instant gasket. That's what it is. So there you go. So I've got the oil, and the oil filter is coming today. It's been delivered, and it's been delivered by Ford's parts spares place, and 5 litres of oil and the oil filter, and it's costing me £31.87. So that's my main dealer, and they're bringing it to me for £31.87. Yeah, it's incredible, really. I can't understand how they're making money off that, but it sounds and feels like it's cheaper than euros, to be honest with you. And it's the exact oil that you have to use. That I just thought, you know what I mean, get it from Ford's, and then there's no issues, no problems, no discussions about if it's the right oil or not. It is. So when it turns up, guys, I'll show you when it turns up. But for now, let me set you back up. Let me crack on with this. Because this is going to take a little while to put all back together. So let's do this. Okay, guys, just before I put it back up, just want to quickly show you. It's just a small bead around, yeah, the inside of the actual holes of the bolts, and that's all it takes, really. And then just put it back up, and then away you go. So there is no gasket as such. This sealant is the gasket. So there we go. Right, I'll set it back up. I'll put this back on, and then yeah, I'll start putting this back together, and let's have a go. So let's do this. Right, so that is the sump back up in place, guys, and all tight there. Also put the belt back in place there. You can see the belt all back on. The compressor's back on as well, so that's all done. Got some pipes to put up, like this pipe here needs to go in for the air conditioning system, but there's a cover that goes on that first, so I need to put that up first, then that goes on. So there's a bit of a process to it. Yeah, But it's getting there, it's getting there. But I just want to quickly show you what's turned up. This has turned up just now. So this is direct from Ford's. They've got a spares place over at Dartford. And they literally bring them out to you. There's obviously, you know, all over the country, like there's suppliers, but there's like yeah, so the original Ford parts, which is, yeah, incredible for the money. It's just incredible, like, you know what I mean, you'd never think it, but yeah, this is the correct oil for that car they recommend, which is 5W20, and it's the correct one for this model, make and model. So yeah, so those two parts from Ford's were like £31.87, I think they were, for those two. So yeah, absolute result. So that's what I'll be putting in. Right, let's move on. I want to put this on, definitely put this on now, on the back, and then I'll probably leave the oil for a little bit longer. Actually, the access is pretty good actually there. I might chuck in like 3 or 4 litres. I think they said about 3.5 litres. No, sorry, what did they say, about 4 litres? So anyway, I'll chuck in 3 litres, and then we'll use the dipstick and get the right level once it's back on the floor and that kind of thing, really. Because it's up in the air and on axle stands, it's not really level, so I don't really want to sort of, you know, put the amount in when the car's not even level to get a correct position with the dipstick. So I'll just put in 3 litres for now, guys. Right, I'll set you up. Let's carry on. Let's just see how far we get. And yeah, let's get cracking. Right, okay, we are getting there. We are definitely getting there. Took the wing off, as you can see, and yeah, it was all dented up and stuff, so it's just not worth trying to sort that out. I just thought, whip it off, and then I'll put another one on that I've got for the other car. I'll just put that on, guys, and then that's it, really, end of the day. Sorted out all the brakes, so I just took off the bolts for the sliders. Took the actual caliper off, and then making sure that the actual slider sort of moves both from a free to move, and they're really good. Cleaned up the discs, and yeah, they're in a good condition, really. They've got a slight lip, but nothing major which needs to be replaced. Loads of pads, loads of meat on the pads as well, so they can stay as they are. These doors, guys, I don't know what I'm going to do with this in a minute, because, you know, do I want to mess around trying to get these doors, get all these scratches out? I think I can get them out, because they're not deep. You know what I mean? There is no, when you run your finger across it, there is no sort of, yeah, they're not gone as deep right into the paint. I think it's just a lacquer. I think what's happened here is that someone's gone across a bush and scratched all the way across. Like, that's what it looks like to me, because they're not deep, but they're right across the paint, and right across here as well. They're just not deep. So you look at this here, this looks quite bad, but it's not. There's no, you can't put my nail across it. There's no, it's definitely got to be the lacquer. So I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get this out. I'm going to try and get these 2 doors, yeah, the back the way they were, and then polish them all out, flat and polish them, and you know, there is, I don't know. That's got a, you know, a slight dent in this door. I don't know now. Is it worth the hassle? I've already got the doors sorted out. He said I've got in colour as well, 50 quid each. So, is it worth the hassle? Just go and get a couple of other doors, 50 quid each, and then 100 quid, and then the doors are changed then, and then they're perfect. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to have a good think about it. I don't know what to do about it in a minute. So yeah, definitely. But done quite a lot today, to be honest with you. Yeah, done loads today. Long day. It is 5:20. So you know, and I do start early as well. I'm always here at 7, 7:15 in the morning. So I do crack on, guys, as you know. And you know, I've done loads. So I'm happy. I'm happy with the way the car's coming along. It's really definitely coming along nicely now. And yeah, we'll just see how we go on the next video. But for today and this car, that is it. I'm done. I'm knackered. Gonna go home, have a bit of dinner, have a nice long shower, and then yeah, get back on it tomorrow. But that is gonna be the end of today's video. Really appreciate the support, guys. Don't forget to drop me a comment if you've got anything to say on this video or anything else that's going on the channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well if you haven't already, and don't forget to give the videos a thumbs up, because it does help. It really does help push the videos and the channel along. So yeah, right, that's it, guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.